Watch this video to see my reaction to some of the very worst Valentine's gifts ever. My name is Dana and I own a platform called Better Topics, where we regularly help hundreds of couples experience more love, joy and connection, and also have a lot of fun. Now I went online today to search what are some of the worst Valentine's gifts, just to know to tell people what to stay away from. And the things I found, some of them are quite hilarious. I mean, they're hilarious because I didn't get those gifts. I don't think I would find it that funny if the receiver would be me. Let's get started. So the first one says, a plant with a discount tag attached. You know, the ones that live right next to the pretty flowers at the grocery store? Yeah, that happened. He didn't last long. Well, I'm not surprised he didn't last long. The problem is not as much with the potted plant, but with the fact that it had a discount tag attached to it. The thing is, for Valentine's, we all want to feel a tiny bit more special than usually. So you could as well, put in some effort into it. I mean, you don't have to do something crazy, but at least get some decent flowers. And most grocery stores will have a big variety of flowers, and you don't have to get the biggest bouquet unless you want to, but some pretty ones. But a discounted plant? Really? Really? Let's go to the next one. Expired coupons. An ex gave me an expired coupon to a restaurant that had shut down, the only location in our area. Okay. Why would you even give that? Again, for Valentine's, we like to feel a bit special. So why would you give someone an expired coupon? Why would you not even read it at least? I mean, that's a bit careless, or a lot careless, really. I mean, I understand you don't really want to plan things or make a big fuss out of Valentine's Day, but an expired coupon? Really? Might as well just give her a card then. A Valentine's card. I think even that would have been nicer than an expired coupon. Oh, roses for somebody else. A dozen roses with a heartfelt love note signed to my one true love, Martine. My name is not Martine. Ooh. Now either they sent it to the wrong side chick, or she just got flowers from someone else, not from her boyfriend. Yes, that would, raise few questions in my head as well. A breakup email. Ooh. My very first boyfriend used his ex-girlfriend to break up with me over email on Valentine's Day. That's cruel. That's cruel. That's not nice. No. That person should be very careful because karma does exist and it will bite him back. I did have an ex-boyfriend who actually broke up with me quite just few days before Valentine's, and then a week later he wanted to get back, and then he said that the reason why he actually wanted to break up is because he didn't know what to get me. And I was like, dude, some flowers, or one flower. The thing is, what most people don't understand with Valentine's Day is that it's not as much in the size of the gift itself, but yes, I mean, it's nice if you get big things, but even if you don't, at least, small but thoughtful things, just to make your partner feel that bit of extra special than on a normal day. Clearly, that relationship was not meant to work out, so I didn't even got back with him. No point. The next one is jumper cables. He says, when I was a kid, my dad gave my mom a set of jumper cables for Valentine's Day. As it turns out, the story was a happy ending. He was in the doghouse for a couple of nights, but about a week later, her battery dies, and Dad was a hero again. Oh, that's such a cute ending to it. But yes, the point again with the Valentine's gift is that the person who receives it should like it or need it. Or in this case, they did end up needing it in the end, but they might not. So, and I've seen these comments in many places where people said that they don't give flowers to their female partners because they themselves are allergic to it. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, but it's not for you, it's for her. So if she's not allergic to it, she can keep the flowers. And if you don't want to touch the flowers, you can just get them delivered. You don't have to take them yourself. Although it would be nice. Hair. What? My husband, then boyfriend, once gave me a picture frame filled with his hair. He thought it would be romantic, but I didn't agree. And he's your husband now? That must have been some hair then. Any type of cleaning tool, supply or appliance. A weed whacker. That's not too bad, actually. I don't think I would like that for Valentine's per se, but it's not a very bad idea either. Did you eat him out? That's the question. A jewelry box. A fancy jewelry box, and the comment, don't get excited, it's not a ring or anything. Why would you get that then? If you think your partner might misunderstand it, then just don't get it. Get something else. An empty box of chocolates. He told me that he bought it and there was coconut in all of them. There never is. And that he had to eat them to keep me from having an allergic reaction. This person is allergic to coconut. So really, he said, for Valentine's Day, I saved your life. That's no. An empty box of chocolate. I think that's something, if you would have said that I actually got these, but then I didn't want you to, be out of shape or anything, so I sacrificed myself for you, but still, don't get them in the first place. So basically, this guy gifted himself a box of chocolates. Oh god. Oh, I got a used stained coffee mug and a tiny box of chocolates that were drawn all over with marker. I thought it was cute until I noticed that the scribbles were covering writing that said, Happy Valentine's Day, love, Grandma. So basically, this guy received from his grandma the box with chocolates, and he just passed it on. There are a couple of things wrong with this, but it's not that I'm on his side. However, many times we do tend to get gifts that maybe we don't really like as much, and then we give them forward. But for your Valentine, still is not appropriate. Why don't you just try a tiny bit? Because most women, trust me, most women will give you hints even months before Valentine's, just to be sure that you get something slightly appropriate. At least it wasn't an empty box of chocolates. My ex gave me a handful of seeds. He said he was allergic to flowers, so I could grow my own. They weren't even in a bag or anything. He took them out of his pocket. That's not funny. That's really bad. I mean, it's funny because it's so bad. But really? Again, if he's allergic to flowers, that's fine. He doesn't even need to be anywhere near them. He can just order them online. They get delivered to her house. She gets flowers. He has a happy girlfriend. And that's it. Like, he doesn't even need to be near the flowers. And she can move the flowers away when he's over at the house. So, I mean, honestly, all these stupid excuses that men make sometimes, it's... Ugh. And mostly men, but women as well, trust me. They do make some crazy... some crazy gifts as well. My boyfriend of 4 years printed out 12 red roses on printer paper and laid them out on the floor. And that was it. No note, just 12 pieces of paper. Seriously, dude? Like, what the heck? He didn't even try. If he would have printed like only the rose petals and he would have cut them and shaped them into rose petals and then sprinkled them over the house, it would have made such a big difference. I mean, it doesn't even look like he tried or anything. Nothing. Again, you don't have to do very massive, things or gifts or whatever for Valentine's, but at least try a tiny bit. Don't act like you tried. An ex-boyfriend once said that he wanted to get me flowers, but he didn't. So the intention counts, doesn't it? And I just looked at him and I was like, no. The intention would have counted if you would have got me one flower, although you would have wanted maybe to get me a bouquet of flowers. The fact that you didn't get any flowers, but you wanted to, that just means you didn't get any. It doesn't mean what you wanted to do. You haven't done it, like not even one flower. So, yeah, people tend to want to get away with weird stuff. My ex gave me... No, it already starts with my ex, so no wonder how that ended. My ex gave me a bike, which is actually a very nice present, except that I already had one that I liked. He just gave me the new one because he thought my current bike was too masculine. He also refused to spend any time with me that day because he had gotten me such an expensive present. Really? So you get to spend your Valentine's with the bike from him, but not with him? What is he doing on that day? I wonder. My ex got me a package of medjool dates with a note that read, Here's some dates because I know you'll never be able to get any others from anyone else. Oh, that's mean. That's really mean. I mean, a breakup and a stupid breakup that is on Valentine's. Oh, and how does he know? I mean, he's not the only one on earth. What the heck? Oh god, this is bad. He says, I saw a teddy bear and a dozen roses on the counter at home, and I got super excited, thinking my boyfriend was surprising me. When he walked in, I hugged him and said, oh babe, how sweet, I love them. And he goes, the UPS guy couldn't get our neighbor to answer, so he asked if I could give those to them when they got home. They're not for you. And he didn't get her anything. I mean, that itself was a massive hint in his face that he should have gotten something. I hope he's your ex. If he didn't get you nothing, especially after a, obvious hint. I mean, it cannot be more obvious than that. Can it? Oh, this is bad. My ex-boyfriend broke up with me on Valentine's Day by writing an article about me in the local newspaper. My entire family read details about our relationship that I never wanted anyone to know. That, ooh. In a way, maybe he just wanted to justify to everyone else why he is breaking up with you, but seriously? I mean, in any relationship, there are things that, it's just between the two partners, not between the partners and everyone else who's reading that newspaper. That's cold, man. That's cold. My ex got me frozen flowers he stole from a local cemetery. At least he got you flowers. From a cemetery, a little bit. Also, why would he be in a cemetery at that time anyway? My now ex, for obvious reasons, picked me up in a limo, took me to the fanciest hotel in town, wined and dined me all Valentine's Day weekend. Sounds nice. What's the problem with this? When he brought me back home via limo, he says to me, oh, your half of the cost is $450. You can write me a check. Well, you didn't ask for it. Why you should pay for it? I mean, if your partner wants to do something big and they know they cannot afford it, and then they discuss it with their partner, like, look, I have this surprise, but I cannot really afford it, so maybe we split the cost, and then you agree on that. That would be something okay. Although I'm not sure I would split the cost, to be honest. I would just tell him, like, look, just do something that you can actually afford. For him to want you to split the bill with him without even him asking before booking everything else, I mean, if he really wanted to make a surprise, he would have just booked it and that's it. Or he would have done something cheaper than that. But what's the point in going all out and doing a lot of crazy stuff if you cannot afford it? And then ask your partner to pay half of it. Where's the surprise then? That just ruins everything. I got chocolates from the dollar store, and my boyfriend had eaten most of them before he gave them to me. Again, the same thing as with the empty chocolate box. Yeah, don't do that, guys. No. I didn't get anything because my ex-boyfriend's birthday was on Valentine's Day. He said that was his day. No. No, that's just an excuse. That is just a lame excuse, really. Let me know in the comments below which was the worst Valentine's gift you ever received. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends.